This guy's never going to learn. Listen, and I don't think the punishment's steep enough. So Antonio Brown has fashioned a fake vaccine card. At least that's what they found to have happened. The NFL, after they investigated this full situation, he should be suspended for the whole year. And save me your thoughts on vaccines. Save me your thoughts on mandates. Save me your thoughts on any of that. No one was made to get a vaccine from the NFL. No one was forced to do it. They were just asked to not lie. You can not be vaccinated if you want and still play in the NFL.
Ask Carson Wentz.
Right. Ask Beasley, right?
Kirk Cousins.
A lot of different guys.
Yep.
But you're not supposed to lie about it. And save me the comparisons with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers maybe was not truthful to the media, but he didn't fashion a fake vaccine card.
Right.
It's much different.
Different level of deception.
I think that Aaron Rodgers is not a good guy for what he did, but he didn't
go this far.
Give them an instrument that was fake.
Right.
That being said, I think Antonio Brown should be suspended the rest of the year. I also wonder if it rises to the level of a crime.
I don't know about that. That's a good question.
Because he fashioned a fake vaccine card to his employer.
Yeah, I mean, or at the very least, and this is where this is my takeaway from it. It's grounds for termination.
I don't know if you're the Buccaneers how you can go forward with him employed.
Here's the problem. Bruce Arians stuck up for him. Tom Brady has stuck up for him in the past, although I haven't seen him comment at all in regards to this nonsense. BA essentially called it a money grab. We played the audio last week. AB puts everyone who decides to associate with him in jeopardy of looking like a fool at some point. He always has, and he's always going to. Leopards and spots and all that. And so if I'm Tom Brady, I go to Bruce Arians and I say, BA, look, I love being able to throw the ball to this dude, and our offense has really struggled since he went out of the lineup, but I can't have him around me anymore. Like, Tom Brady, and again, Tom Brady runs the Buccaneers now. I don't think any of us are confused about that. Rightfully so. He's the best football player in the history of the game. Tom Brady needs to, if nobody else in Tampa has decided to do it yet, make the decision for them. We don't need this guy around anymore. We can win without him. We don't need him. It might not be as easy to win without him, but we can win without him.
That's the push point for me that I do wonder. He scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like that, people will say offhand that don't know what they're talking about. Well, what did he really do? He was really good the last 6 games of last year, and he scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Antonio Brown is good for the Buccaneers when he's available.
Look at what their offense has done since he went out of the lineup with that ankle injury. It's not nearly as dynamic. And I know it sounds crazy. Godwin, Evans, Fournette, all these weapons, Gronkowski. They can still be good when everyone is healthy. He takes it to another level when he's your third receiver. I mean, so it has hurt their offense to not have him available, but it's above and beyond that at this point. They can win without him. Yes, it makes it harder to win, but they don't need to continue to put themselves. Everyone in the organization is in the line of fire for looking like an ass because AB makes them look like an ass.
But there's two layers to this. Going back retrospectively just a week or 10 days ago, though, that really are troublesome to me. One, Bruce Arians vehemently in a press conference came out and laughed and said, we did our due diligence. So one layer is the coach and the security of the team, right? What did they investigate now that gets totally 180'd by the NFL? How good is their team security, and why did the coach feel so comfortable saying this is a nothing? That's one.
Okay, so Bruce strikes me as the kind of guy who, if the team tells him, hey, we looked at it, it's good, don't worry about it, he's going to take their word for it and run with it.
Correct.
And sometimes to his own detriment, or to such an extent that it's to his own detriment, because, like you said, we played the Rich Eisen clips, the stuff from his press conference. He called it a money grab. That's what he called it.
And Tom Brady laughed it off as well. Tom Brady did the same thing. So those are two things that I look at and I go, this is really an odd situation here.
Again, he puts everyone who decides to put themselves in his orbit at risk of looking like an idiot at some point. And I'm sorry. If I had an opportunity to associate myself with Antonio Brown, I would not, because there's a chance he's going to make me look like an idiot just like he's made Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady and Bruce Arians look like idiots, much like he tried to do the same when he was here in Pittsburgh, much like he did to everyone in Oakland when he was there for 15 minutes and everyone in New England when he was there for a cup of coffee. It's just what he does. He leaves a trail of destruction behind him.
Yeah, he does. And if you are the Buccaneers, you have a long decision and thought to have this morning. It is if you terminate him or not. I don't know how, if you're the Buccaneers, you can trust him again. Just like the Raiders couldn't trust him. Just like the Patriots couldn't trust him. Just like the Steelers couldn't trust him. Antonio Brown is an otherworldly talent. He really is. And now this also gets back into the Hall of Fame talk, too. You know, he's a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if he gets in because of this. Because another thing that's stacked on this side. There's no question he's a Hall of Fame talent.
I think it's also very interesting. If we go down the path of, if you're the Buccaneers and you release him because you're fed up with his garbage at this point, who rolls the dice on him?
He's done if he's done with this.
You think?
Probably.
There's
yes.
always somebody in the league that thinks they can fix somebody, though, or that they can withstand the nonsense just enough. They can squeeze just a few quality games out of Antonio Brown, and maybe they see themselves as a wild card team right now, but man, if they just had that weapon at their disposal, maybe they're a Super Bowl team. There's always somebody out there. I don't know who it would be, and I'm not going to go down the list right now, but it just strikes me. Somebody would roll the dice on this knucklehead, and somebody's always going to be willing to roll the dice on this knucklehead for some reason. But because he's so damn talented, like you said.
The other thing, too, he's guilty of sin if he forgoes the appeal. He didn't even, there's an appeal process, and he just said, I don't even want to go through that.
That's the best part, was that statement from his lawyer last night saying, well, he just wants to move past this and get bull.
I.e., they caught us.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about that.